Conclusion. What is a conclusion? Can I on your mother? If this is the end, does that mean I can finally see my wife and kids again? If I tell you how the show ends, will you put in a good word for me? Please let me have this. I'm in severe debt and I need a sugar mama. I'll give you this pack of Skittles, this stray cat, and a paperclip I found in the rented copy of Cars 2 I stole. I guess I'll take that as a no. Explaining anime video, I guess. Welcome to part 5. Previous episodes are up there. Fucking watch them. It isn't needed for context, but is needed to inflate my watch time and low self-esteem. Smiles. Previously, Armageddon was taking place and Shinji refused to do his one job and fight, resulting in the death of his friends. We open up with a flashback taking place 15 years in the past, NERV are attempting to make an Eva, I'm assuming, and I believe this is the moment where Mummy Milkers becomes an orphan. Very cool. Present day, Moleman attempts to call Mummy Milkers and gets left on red. Hashtag relatable.
One last job to do.
We hard cut to Mummy Milkers as she's being interrogated by the Men in Black for her involvement with the Mole Man. Apparently, he abducted a man and performed cock and ball torture on him. Unrelated, Boss Man's bottom bitch has just been abducted. They're making abductions sound easy. I mean, last time I tried to do an abduction, I got 7 years and my name is now on a list. My point is that I find this very unrealistic.
We have no intention to create a new god.
Bro, are you sure you aren't God? You sound like the voice in my head that sighs in disappointment every time that I JO. Also, I'm schizophrenic. Bottom bitch reads his erotic novel and says that it's a stimulating read.
Very stimulating read.
50 Shades of 50% off at Books R Us. We discover that the author is Bitch Boy's mother. And oh no, she's hot. Yet another tab on the list.
I haven't given too much thought to my future. I could always choose the domestic life, you know. That is, if I can find someone suitable.
You do end up doing that, but your idea of suitable is questionable. You married an evil supervillain. What, did you just phone it in that day? For possible love interest, we have a guy that looks like his name is Philip, and Balthazar, the destroyer of worlds. I guess he'll do. It's not like I'm getting any younger. Back to present day, and the Sith Council is telling us that Unit 1 has achieved transcendence.
Evangelion Unit 1 has attained an absolute existence.
The prophecy is true.
And they have no use for a god.
We've no use for a god.
Me when church.
Creation of a god is forbidden.
Bro, you still have angels to kill, and you have a god on your side. So like, what the fuck? Big Man number 5 is telling us that creating a god is illegal. What are you, my parole officer? Let the man transmute a fuck doll.
Moreover, we can't allow this god to fall into that man's hands.
The Sith Council doesn't believe that Boss Man will be able to use the power of God wisely. Well yeah, no shit. Your alternative is the destruction of the human species. Let the man play dress up. Also, if this was a concern for you, why are you letting him run the place? Strip away his power. Just like how I stripped down your mother. So we take another trip down memory lane. If this happens again, you'll bring up my past trauma. I will cry. Boss Man just got released from prison, probably for neglecting a child. Bottom bitch finds out that his love interest is dating future Fire Lord Ozai. Surprisingly, he doesn't execute his right to freedom of expression. Expression being slapping a bitch.
Mr. Rokubungi and I have been in a relationship for some time. He can be very cute once you get to know him better.
I'm on a sugar crush, I ain't gonna fucking cash. Maybe I should take a bath, come on fucking brain a half.
Yada yada, Boss Man's in charge of an organization that's fucking around in the South Pole.
You again. Hello there. I'm amazed you're alive.
Marries a woman and takes her last name because he's a cuck. She isn't present because she's pregnant with a child that in the future this man will neglect. Boss Man is being shady with the nature of this organization. Big whoop. Another flashback, several tears and an aneurysm later. Masato is the lone survivor of the second impact at the South Pole. Masato has collected a number of traumas from seeing everything in the area get nuked, her father turning into human charcoal, and a giant fucking kaiju. Eventful day. The United Nations tells the people of the world that they no longer have a South Pole because of a giant space rock.
But I could see through this lie. This was a blatant cover-up at work.
But Bottom Bitch sees right through this bullshit, much like the tapeworm in your asshole. See a doctor. Bottom Bitch confronts Boss Man about his involvement in the second impact, and tells him that he'll go public with his information.
I will make it public how your group, Zile, and the Dead Sea Scrolls lurked in the shadows of the second impact.
So instead of killing him on the spot, Villain's got a monologue. So he takes him to his crawl space, and conveniently there's a giant empty hole there that they'll be able to make a bunker out of for the inevitable angel attack.
What is this? Wait, is this the giant?
We don't say giant.
Yeah bro, hold the racism. He has a name. His name is Trent. Trent has feelings too.
But this one is different.
If I had $1.
Born of Adam. This before you is Ava.
Ava.
So yeah, they create Unit 0 out of the angel Adam.
We call it Ava Unit 0.
A prototype of a god.
Fuyutsuki, would you be interested in creating a new path for mankind's history?
So instead of killing the man that now knows all their secrets, they now offer him a job. It was that easy. Pencil Pusher has read the Mayan calendar and says that Armageddon will take place in 10 years.
Third impact will occur 10 years from now.
Not a joke. That happened.
And they've been warning me, with subtle threats. They've made it clear they could rub me out in the blink of an eye.
Y'all getting robbed? Where do I sign up?
It seems they're uncomfortable with the amount of information I have.
Well, yeah, no shit, they should have killed you. I don't understand. Why are you still alive? Me every time I wake up. Mama Bitch Boy's there because she's a test subject and she says that she doesn't want to leave because YOLO.
I will ride along with the currents.
What would you do?
Disrespect your surroundings!
Why is that child here?
I brought him with me.
But why, Yui? You knew that your experiment was today.
That's why he's here. I wanted to see that there's a bright future ahead of him.
Those were Ms. Yui's last words. A freak accident that day made her disappear from this world.
Freak accident? You said health insurance scam wrong.
After that day, Director Ikari was a changed man. You're sure about this?
Yes.
Hey, sexual harassment in the workplace. I can't have that happening. I'm gonna have to tell HR department about this one. They call me the fun sucker. I got that name in high school. Fast forward and Ray is now here to take a tour of the Death Star.
Oh, you brought your son today. A girl? Wait, I thought you had a little boy.
Yes, this is my child Shinji. New better Shinji. Minji. That's a good one.
Hi there, Ray. It's nice to meet you.
Eat shit and die, skank. Woman does a background check on Ray, but just like my browser history, nothing was there. Wipes from this mortal realm of existence. We have a heart-to-heart with a mother and daughter. I hope this doesn't end poorly.
Good work today, dear.
Old hag, it's what the director calls you. That old hag is an incessant bother. That old hag is no longer useful.
There are plenty of replacements for you, Ray.
It's you.
I am Cornholio. Insert reference that no one will get.
Hey, what took you so long?
Mommy Milkers gets cornhole. Mommy Milkers gets cornhole. Mommy Milkers gets Mole Man's pre-recorded message, and gets his dying message asking her to water his plants. And somehow, she knows that he has died. Bro just said water my plants and I'll tell you I love you later. Nothing about him possibly dying. I mean, she's right. Cunt's fucking dead. What are you, a fucking wizard?
It's wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!
Bitch boy watches as woman cries and says, no thank you, I prefer to live today. Smart move, honestly.
There was nothing I could do.
Well, I mean nothing you could do? I don't know much about women. That's blindingly obvious. I don't know, maybe like a pat on the back? You know? Like a dog? We arrive back to present day, or more accurately, back to last episode. This timeline is confusing me more than the mind of a woman. This is why from now on I'll pretend that it doesn't exist. Am I still talking about anime? I'll never tell. Bitch Boy's on a rampage for more subscribers. If only there was something you could do. Fucking do it or I'll kill your dog.
Everything is beginning now.
They assess both the Avas and come to the conclusion that they are both fucked. Somehow they were able to get Unit 1 back in its shoebox looking like me after my lobotomy surgery by a doctor that goes by, Doctor, it all went wrong.
Foolhardily tampering with it, not knowing how it could react? Reminds me of you, Miss Katsuragi.
The Sith Council talk about how fucked the situation is, and they blame it on not putting a bell around Dr. Evil's neck.
This is all because we didn't have a bell around Ikari's neck.
Catgirl fetish confirmed. Caught in 4K.
Gotta say, this was an unexpected development.
You're telling me it's an unexpected development that you're still alive. Dr. Evil says that it was an oopsie that Unit 1 became sentient, so they decide to put it in timeout corner until further notice, just like what I did to my wife. Also, Bitch Boy wasn't in the fuckbot, he's missing, and Father of the Year was like, son? I don't even know what a son is. What is a son? Is it a pasta dish? I'm old. Science team is unable to open the robot's plug hole, but is able to take a look inside.
Patching through to the main display.
Shinji has become soup.
He's been assimilated into Unit 1.
What does that mean? What exactly is an Ava?
All I can say is that it's a human, or something resembling a human, created by human beings.
That's amazing that you were able to make a sentence that made no sense and explained nothing. Gold sticker for you. Science Woman says that it's Unit 1's will to keep Shinji as a liquid. That way he's more digestible to consumers.
Fix this, damn it!
I'm still alive.
Yeah, shock to me too. Last time we saw you, you were attempting to receive 72 virgins by blowing yourself up. So I ask again, what the fuck?
Fine! So she was uninjured, I got that!
And you're alive too. I'm so happy for you. The women have arrived to theorize how to change Shinji from a liquid to a solid.
In other words, Shinji has transformed into a state that is indiscernible to the human eye.
Yes.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Suspended in a quantum state. Thus, this salvage operation will involve reconstructing his physical body and then embedding his psyche within it.
We get a Shinji monologue about him being confusion and a PowerPoint presentation about how to give people seizures.
What is this?
Shinji has a wet dream about women without nipples, as they tell him they want to be one with him. This went on for a full minute, allowing me to shed enough tears to fill the cum jar.
It's something that feels really good. Come on, don't worry. Just let your heart go.
They attempt to revive him, but Shinji refuses to leave his wet dream.
Don't you want to come back, Shinji? I don't know.
The fuckbot is disgusted that Shinji is soiling his panties and ejects him just before he could finish, spilling Shinji juice all over the floor. Mommy Milkers unlocks a new trauma. Emotional damage. Shinji has another dream, this time about the smell of his mother and the time he got to suck on some titties. Masato continues to cry as Shinji is assembled and splooged out of dreamland because the plot needs to proceed. Who cares if it doesn't make sense? Here is your wet nude nubile boy that you ordered. Now leave me alone. Unit 1 has been fixed and will be complete in a day. In the meantime, my Milkers fucks the mole man.
What are you trying to jam into me?
This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee.
We get a flashback of Shinji having a romantic picnic with a concerningly older gentleman.
I'm sure there'll be a long line of guys begging to be your boyfriend when you get to Japan.
He rejects the 14-year-old girl and says that she'll be drowning in dick and balls once she arrives in Japan. That didn't happen.
I'm not interested in some dumb little kids.
But she says that she doesn't have an interest in children. Brave stance. She makes her move smoother than my dick and balls after I apply a bottle of lotion on a lonely Friday night.
Ask me to kiss you and do other things too!
You should wait until you've grown up before you get into that stuff.
I've grown up more than enough to be with you. I'm an adult! An adult! An adult!
If you're an adult, then I'm a middle-aged woman wanted for war crimes. Dream big, accomplish nothing.
It's cruel to leave behind a young daughter by committing suicide.
We learn that Jinji's mother committed game end. Or did she?
Well, there are other factors that might be at play.
She keeps talking to that doll, thinking it's her daughter.
She appears to be mentally ill, but still more stable than my bowel movements in comparison. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Asuka's synchronization rate. It keeps dropping even further.
This is conveniently only affecting Shinji now, and her ability to sync with the robot is becoming a problem. So, if you're wondering, no, we would not be able to pilot a robot because we're all fucked in the head. You especially. Did you take your pills today? You sad bitch.
We'll have to give priority to repairing Ray's Unit 0. Right now, we don't have the resources to repair both simultaneously.
From this new development, the science team decide to give up on Shinji and focus their efforts and time onto Ray in Unit 0.
They've started construction of Ava units through number 13.
Luckily, they won't need Shinji for much longer because they've started construction on 9 new Avas and defeated 90% of the Angels with only 4 episodes left. You're probably asking what's the fucking point, and I'm asking, when does my misery end? Some questions will never be answered. Shinji gets a call from her dead mother.
It's an international call from Germany, Asuka.
My mother? You know, she's not my real mother.
Turns out she's adopted. I'm glad someone wanted her. Shinji has a teenage moment and makes me want to commit war crimes. It's a new day and Shinji's ability to sync with the robot has gotten worse. In other words, her mental state has gotten worse. The running theory, as Mummy Milkers puts it,
Asuka's on the second day of her period. Is that why it's so low?
Sync rates are not dependent on superficial physiological states.
Apparently that was the wrong answer, and I'm calling bullshit.
Why am I stuck with this crap just because I was born a woman? And I absolutely don't want children anyway.
Honestly, who does? It's a pussy, not a clown car. We sit in silence for a full minute as we commemorate the death of my love life. And believe it or not, this ends with Shinji autistically screaming. Ava Unit 2 is finally fixed and Shinji starts giving out orders to the robot as if it was its problem they failed.
Don't forget, you're my doll, so you have to follow my orders. Just do everything exactly how I tell you to do it and don't complain.
I would if I could. Bitch.
Luckily an angel shows up so we no longer have to witness the effect of mommy issues. The angel is camping up in space waiting for the perfect opportunity to 360 no-scope some preteens. That sounded worse than I intended.
In any case, we don't have many options until the target enters our effective attack range.
Unfortunately, the Rugrats have to wait for Big Daddy to make the first move, and that sounded even worse. I'm on a roll.
Launch Unit 0, prep for extreme long-distance sniping.
Unit 2 and Asuka will stand by for
launches backup support. Me? Support?
The game plan is to launch Rei into the battlefield with a sniper. But Shinji doesn't like this plan and starts running out onto the battlefield like an autistic child at a toy store. The nerd team don't like how Shinji does whatever she wants and talks about replacing her. Hopefully her replacement is someone who's less ginger. Oh, also they're refusing to launch Unit 1 because, well, you know. Literally the most sane person here, let's be honest.
If I fail this time, I'm sure they'll take me off Unit 2. You can't fail this mission, Asuka.
I don't know the outcome, but I have $100 on a failing. Literally a second later, we're treated to Christian hymns. Why? I don't know, but the angel decides to attack Shinji with psychological warfare, as if it knew that Shinji was currently vulnerable to it. It's almost as if it read the script. Shinji freaks the fuck out more than my therapist does after I mention that I have a collection of toaster bath bombs, and blows her load too early, lowering her accuracy stat to -3.
Fired, and then I fired, and I missed. This went on for several hours.
I fired. I hit something, but it wasn't what I was going for, so I guess I missed.
Unit 2 has expended all its rounds!
Stop it! Stay out! Don't come after me!
I'm not doing the obvious joke. I'm above that. Rei carries the team and takes the shot, and that's what she said. Fuck. It was a verbal tick, I swear. Turns out that they didn't penetrate deep enough, and their blast wasn't very effective. It's normally not like this, I swear.
Is it possible the angel's trying to understand the human mind?
What on earth led you to that conclusion? Bro was just trying to traumatize a child. We've all done it.
Please, Asuka, sweetie. Please die with me.
No thank you. Double it and give it to the next person. With 0 options left to fuck up the angel, they use their secret weapon, the spear of Vaginas that is currently impaling Jesus. So Rei pulls up and pegs Sky Daddy, resulting in the death of my hopes and dreams.
And what happened to the spear?
Bro, you told us to throw it at the space bird. It's now in another fucking solar system. The fuck you mean?
Recovery would be virtually impossible.
Impossible? Bro, we have a better chance at finding a milk carton kid. Shinji is disappointed that she's lost again, and I'll now be taking that $100 you owe me. Pay up, you cheap bitch, we had a bet.
It was unavoidable.
Unavoidable? You should try to make your excuses sound more convincing.
The Sith Council is displeased that they used their trump card, and I agree with them honestly, it wasn't even their final boss. I bet this is gonna be a problem later on. You up for another bet?
An angel is approaching. We will finish this later.
Luckily, Boss Man has received a call telling him that Jesus is arisen, allowing him to skip church that day and to sin for Jesus so I didn't die for nothing. Jesus is looking a little bit more circular than I would have imagined, so they launch E-Girl and Shinji, and let's be honest, removing one from the equation would net the same result.
I suppose we shouldn't make the first move then.
I'm sorry, but here's some advice. Always make the first move or else nothing will happen. I'm sorry, are we still talking about killing an angel? Felt that one.
The target has made physical contact with Unit 0!
Wait, is that angel aggressively attempting to make first contact?
So the phallic object is forcibly infecting Rei, just like how I forcibly infect my mind with scenarios where people like me. Whatever it's doing, it looks like Rei is enjoying it, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Launch Ava Unit 2 now!
Anyway, Teen Depression is here to help. First off, I don't think she wants help.
Corruption by target continuing!
Secondly, what the fuck do you think you're gonna do? You're useless at best and pointless at worst. She's having performance issues and accomplishes nothing. Just like me in bed.
She is just a sitting duck like that.
Look, kablam! You're gonna wanna get.
Rei has a pleasure moment.
I sense somebody here other than myself.
And speaks to the man in the mirror. This is an angel, and it's asking if they could become one.
Don't you want to become one with me? No, but it's too late. It's already begun.
She wakes up crying, #me too. I don't think that's the right hashtag for that scenario. So Rei digivolves into a Charizard and Bitch Boy is finally allowed to spread some cheeks, and Shinji sits there crying because he didn't come and spread some cheeks for her when she needed saving. Bitch Boy wrestles with the wee and grips on tight as it slowly infects him. He attempts a circumcision and stabs it. Not sure what's worse honestly, the botched circumcision or the fact that Rei screamed in pain.
You're hurting me, Shinji.
Demon Rei appears from the tip and String Cheese Rei has an epiphany that she wants to be, and I quote, one with Shinji.
Is this what's inside my heart? I want to be one with Shinji.
I think you said beer goggles weird, because I don't believe anyone wants to be one with Shinji. Bitch Boy gets a hug from a naked woman, saves some pussy for the rest of us, Rei pinches it off and gets fucking impregnated, and the fetus pulls off fuck this shit I'm out. Unit 0 transforms into a naked woman and fucking implodes, killing all the citizens of the city for the 3rd time.
The target is gone.
They find Ray's body in better condition than those women that I killed in 2003, and they're told to dispose of the evidence, unlike what I did. And if we get a plot twist telling us that she's somehow still alive, I'll be taking that toaster bath.
I wish there was more I could do.
Mommy Milkers tries to comfort Bitch Boy as he rejects her advances.
I wonder if he's afraid of women. No. He's afraid of getting close to others.
Bossman visits Ray's test tube to pay his respects.
What did you just say? Shinji! Ayanami!
Well, it's been real. What the fuck is this horseshit?
I don't know. It's probably because I am the third one.
What kind of cryptic shit does that mean? Can I be cryptic too? Bro, I'm not happy that Ray survived. Don't get me wrong, best fucking character, but what's the fucking point? You could kill everyone and I'll be like, okay, let's skip the bullshit, when do they come back?
Ikari, Chairman Keel and the others won't be happy if they find out Ray survived.
Anyway, Science Woman is naked in front of the Sith Council for no reason. You get no more context than that. I no longer give a shit. That Ray thing really pissed me off. Bitch Boy is no longer on house arrest. Wasn't even aware that he was in the first place, but okay, let's move on. Woman tries to unlock a door and gets a gun in the back. After Mole Man was killed or fired, I don't know which one happened, I'm still very much unaware of what happened, Mummy Milkers decides to fill in. Now she wants to know the secrets. So they decide to play Truth or Dare without the dare. Also, Bitch Boy is here to ruin the fun. They arrive at the depths to discover Ray's childhood room.
This is just like Ayanami's room. This is Rei Ayanami's room.
How homely. Didn't know you specifically made an appearance in the show. Good for you. They find a sacrificial pit of failed Ava projects, and allegedly this is where Bitch Boy's mother disappeared. Oh look, there's Wally.
This is what the dummy plug is made of?
I will reveal the truth to you.
I would hope so, that's why we're here. Bro, you promised the truth. All I have is more questions and concerns, honestly. Okay, how the fuck do I explain this shit? Okay, first off, these are dummies and not fuck dolls. There was a god, humans tried to enslave it, God wasn't happy, and just like the real god, disappeared. Plot twist, they make a new god and it's Adam Sandler. You know, the thing being fucking crucified. So they made a human from Adam. She said human, but she meant Ava.
They made a human from Adam. That was Ava.
The robots are fucking humans. Not literally fucking humans. Just like these dummies, Avas don't have souls at first.
Originally, Avas didn't have human souls. Souls were embedded in them.
Turns out Ray the test tube baby is an Ava. Question mark? And she was the one that was born with a soul.
The only one with a soul was Ray.
Woman dislikes Ray and massacres her more than once, committing multiple accounts of manslaughter. That was some heavy law force feeding. Enough of that. Back to the funnies.
I destroyed property.
Bro, I still had 3 more guesses on that hangman. This game's fucking rigged. Shinji ran off and caught depression about no one wanting her. Hashtag relatable. They finally find her after 7 days, looking more dehydrated than Sponge Robert and Patricus. Also, Jinji's replacement is arriving today. Isn't the only person arriving today, if you know what I mean. Woman is confronted about killing children and as a defense says that her cat died. L. She reflects and gives a real answer, and I wish we just left it at the dead cat.
Because I no longer feel any joy in your embrace. Why don't you do what you want with me? With my body, just like before?
Surprisingly, the city was actually destroyed this time. All the other battles that they had in the city was just a minor inconvenience. It's amazing what a nuke can do on its second attempt. Don't say it. Just ask Nagasaki. This is why people think I'm an arsehole. I get it. Shinji has said that his friends have moved away, but my working theory is that they're buried under 50 feet of rubble. Conveniently, Bitch Boy cries about having no friends, and Annie holds a goal enters his life. He introduces himself and says that he's now the new Ava pilot. He attempts to seduce Shinji, and it works. Turns out he's a mystery man sent from the Sith Council. NERV delete all the information about him except for his date of birth, i.e. the day that angels arrived and turned the world into their bitch. What a convenient day of birth. This surely can't be related to anything. They hook up Shinji's boyfriend into Unit 2, and his ability to sync up with the robot is more impressive than my body count. -3. They said it couldn't be done, but who's laughing now? Wizard Boy bumps into Igor on the hallway and says that they have something in common, that being that they both look like humans. Very impressive. Shinji waits for his boyfriend and they continue the conversation in the shower.
Would you rather I didn't come?
No, it's not that I minded.
Annie pulls a goal, makes a move, and Shinji gets a boner. The lights go out and Shinji was cucked by electricity.
We gotta go to bed.
With you?
Luckily, this doesn't change much as Man Lips tells Shinji he's a delicate boy.
You're worthy of my grace.
Your grace?
I'm saying I like you.
They proceed to go back to Shinji's place for a wrestling match.
I was thinking that perhaps I was born just so that I could meet you.
Bossman talks about how the final angel will arrive shortly, and has discovered that he has contracted ligma. Side note, this pretty much goes nowhere. So your guess is as good as mine as to what cumtow he got that fetus from, and why.
Why am I alive again?
I was gonna make a joke about this is what I say to myself, but then the question confused me. Gay boy has a meeting with the Sith Council. Turns out he isn't gay. He's Adam. Well, Adam's soul. And his physical self is the hand fetus. Mummy Milker spies on Adam Sandler and gets no information, and oh no! He's noticed her. She talks about how his abilities are impossible and confronts Woman about this. Woman believes that he's the final angel. Thanks for filling us in now that he's about to commit war crimes. Oh, look what you've done.
Where's Asuka?
She's in room 303. We verified it.
This is not an error. It's an angel.
How could that be? An angel? That boy's an angel?
Welcome back to 3 seconds ago. Sith Council go, haha, I hope they're ready. I guess they did this because they want them to hurry up and kill the angels for them already. I guess. I don't know, man, eat a dick. Bitch boy finds out that his boyfriend is an angel.
That's a lie! It must be!
And he's upset that he has to kill his butt buddy. Daddy Issues is now fucking pissed, and ready to power bottom the angel boy.
You betrayed me, just like father!
Bitch boy fights with Fuckbot 2 and descends into the crawl space, where Adam Sandler's body lays. Boy Wonder talks about Adam and realizes that he's been double-crossed, just like Jesus. What he's looking at isn't Adam.
Lilith? So that's it. That's your plan, Lilith.
This is Lilith, the creator of humanity, according to the first linked wiki article I found on Bing. But where is Adam? Adam is the hand fetus. Bitch boy kills Unit 2 and grips onto Angel Boy as he thanks him for stopping him. He doesn't care if he dies, and I can't make a depression joke, because he isn't depressed. He just simply doesn't give a shit. This truly is a sad day. Bitch boy waits a whole minute as he decides what to do. In the end, he murders his boyfriend. So no head. Episode 25 and most of 26 is basically filler, where all characters talk about how depressed they are, and what they want, i.e. to be loved and shit. We get it, so I'll spare you this existential crisis about your father not loving you.
He was another person just like me.
No! He was an angel!
Is that why you killed him?
It fell in the toilet.
They defeat the final angel, and now that everything is done, the main cast have time to reflect on themselves for 1.5 episodes. It's mostly just a therapy session and a fever dream. Bitch boy watches Mommy Milker's sex tape and gets upset. I know the whole point you watching this is for me to explain the shit to you, but bro, I'm just here to make some piss and shit jokes. Let's just go with Shinji and Masato's heart saw her do the deed. Sure, and now you have even more questions. I don't care. Oh, and we find out Fuckboy is actually a nice guy and Mummy's a hoe.
I'm tired of the me pretending to be clean and pretty. So tired. I want to be soiled. I want to see myself dirty.
Dirty hoe? I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
Are you afraid to sleep alone? So sleeping by yourself makes you feel lonely, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the definition of being alone. Stop roasting me, cunt.
I don't want to be alone!
Don't abandon me.
Don't cast me aside.
Don't kill me!
Bro, I'm not a psychiatrist. This is a sperm bank. I think you have the wrong building.
What do you wish for?
What do you really want in life? Tell me, what are you looking for?
But then at the same time, it's clear to me now that other people make up parts of my heart.
That's correct, Shinji Ikari.
You just now figured that out?
Bitch boy realizes that he's not himself without other people in a Snickers. Once he learned his lesson, he snapped back to reality.
But on the surface, he looks calm as spaghetti.
Well, that's what I would say, but somehow Shinji's mother is still alive. I can see where he got his plot armor from. So from my understanding, the past 25 episodes was a timeline where they were able to win but ended up depressed. And now we're watching a new timeline where things are better, with the possibility for a better outcome. If you disagree with me, you're gay! Cut to someone debunking that film theory I have. Also, I'm a little bit confused of why Rei is here. She was created because Shinji's mother died, so they made a clone of her or some shit. I don't know. Now she's here being all cute and shit with a personality. So what the fuck? This really is a mystery.
I'm really sorry, but it was nice running into you!
Mommy Milker's Tokyo drifts in a school zone and disregards the safety of others. Nice callback. Turns out she's a teacher in this timeline, so somewhere along the line she's made a bad decision, leading her to a shit-paying job.
I see. This is a world as well. A possibility that's inside me.
You just got debated. This isn't real, just like my will to live.
I'm dishonest. A coward. A snake.
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake.
But still, maybe I could change and like myself.
So Shinji learns a lesson to perceive the world differently or some shit.
It's okay for me to be here in this world.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Suck my fucking dick, dude. In conclusion, Neon Genesis is shit, and Sword Art Online is based. Now fuck off.